All right, y'all. This game was a beautiful disaster. Just wrapped up this rapid game, and it was just all sorts of crazy. We each had a brilliant move, but we each played like what 60 something percent. I played 68% accurate. He played 64% accurate. It's just it's a weird game. A lot of tactical things happening. Pretty interesting, I'd say. Pretty standard London to start, and then he just starts pushing his flank pawns, which was super weird, and gives me like an advantage for sure. Comes after my bishop. I'm just going to drop back with that thing. I don't know what the point of that is. Just trying to give myself some room for my bishop to sheath away if necessary, if he keeps coming at me over here. And then just pushes this pawn, which I don't understand at all. I just take that thing, and I'm up a pretty significant amount, according to the computer here. My rook's open, which seems good. I guess so. The computer wants me to immediately start attacking over here. I play a more reserved game generally. I don't know what to do if I do that. So I'm just going to start, I guess, trying to blow up the center. He castles long. I follow suit, which I guess was a huge mistake because I could probably leave my king in the center and just start attacking. Generally, if someone castles long, I have an open rook over here. I can just start kind of attacking on both sides. I shouldn't have castled into this. So that was my first mistake. He brings his knight in, which I can just take, and this pawn is totally undefended, and I just missed it for some reason. And just I drop my knight back, recognizing that. So, oh no, the reason I didn't take the pawn is because the bishops were going to be. Oh no, I could have taken the pawn. So I think his plan was probably for me to move back here maybe or something, and then he's going to try and take my bishop. I don't know what he was thinking there, but I should have taken the pawn. The bishops are just staring at each other. I didn't move my queen because I was afraid that my bishop was getting taken. Yeah, so I'm not really sure. But I should have traded the bishops there, I guess. I bring the rook out, and I'm just thinking I'm attacking this pawn, which is a little bold, having my rook just floating in the center of the board. But I'm going to do it anyway. And so his knight moving over here was extremely confusing to me. I had no idea what his plan was. That just seemed like a super strange move, I think. But he's going to try and bring the heat over here, I would assume. Eventually, he brings his queen, which apparently was not the move. I'm going to blunder here as well. I could have definitely taken this pawn, put some serious pressure on, but I'm thinking attack the bishop. He finds this nice fork here. At least I thought it was nice. I guess the computer didn't like it at all. But yeah, he could have come down here and gotten some serious threats. I'm going to go ahead and take the bishop. I guess this would have been a cool tactic. I could have attacked the queen if the queen, or sorry, I could have attacked the king if the king, could have checked the king, forking the rook. If the king takes, then I have this, and things are getting pretty ugly all of a sudden. Missed that tactic. I just took the bishop. The exchange seemed fine. He's up a point of material, but I get the pawn right back, so we're even in material. He's attacking me here. Just offer a trade of queens here. Thought that was pretty safe. This is his brilliant move right here. Brings a queen down, just completely sacrificing this rook. I honestly don't know if he knew that the rook was hanging, but it's a brilliant move because he just has a nasty attack, right? Like his pieces are just coming in here, and I'm going to have to figure out how to defend this. And this is kind of where the game gets interesting. From my point of view, I take the rook, giving a check. His king moves here, and his king's just super safe. He moved really quickly there, so I assume maybe he... I don't know. This might have been intentional. It might not have been. The brilliant move was interesting. So I guess I should have pushed my pawn. Interesting. Because his threat here is... Yeah, so he brings his queen up. I just moved straight back. This was a great move. We each had 6 great moves in this game also, which was absolutely nuts. He brings his knight in, which is threatening mate here, which is terrifying. Like, I mean, what am I going to do about that, right? So I have to sack my rook. This is my brilliant move. Sack my rook, protecting the pawn. I know he's going to take this. I'm going to take back, but then if he checks me here, I can jump my knight in the way, and at least I'm staying alive. That's my thought process. I got that rook for free, so I can stand to give a couple pieces of material back, I'm thinking. So the computer doesn't like him taking that. I take back, he takes the pawn, and now what are you going to do, dude? You know, he comes up here, he thinks he's threatening this, but my knight is shielding my king, right? Like I can just kind of just move around my knight, which is what I'm going to do for a while. I tried to block the queen's access here, but he can just push the pawn and attack my knight, so I just have to jump right back. And then he's coming here, and I just have to kind of walk around my knight here and make sure that I keep my king as safe as I can. Okay, so here I'm gonna come over here and just try to threaten to. I'm just trying to threaten to trade off the queens here. That's my thought process. So he was gonna try and just like break through here. I'm not gonna allow that. I'm thinking I'm trading queens. If I can get my queen to here, that's gonna be a forced trade. Checking the king, attacking the queen. I can trade these, and hopefully I can make something happen. He starts doing this again. I'm thinking we're just gonna repeat moves. But then I decide to try to go for something. Just try to play on and see if I can win the game. It's been a really interesting game so far, so we might as well do that. He's down on time. He's actually not really down on time yet, but I'm thinking maybe I can beat him on time. He uses a minute thinking here because he really just didn't have very many moves. It looks like his queen should definitely have some checks, and he can't do anything with his queen. There's no protected checks. My king's taking away all the squares that his queen can infiltrate, really, except for this one, which would have taken the knight, which would have been a nice move. But it's terrifying because my queen can sneak in here if his king's here, and that looks really scary, right? Like this is a serious commitment, given the fact that my queen can just sneak in here. I have a bishop looking in here. It looks scary, but I guess it works, says the computer. But he moves his king up to protect his queen. I trade off the queens. And at this point, I'm just up a lot of time, and I'm thinking I'm probably just going to win on time. I just have to make sure I don't blunder anything stupid. I am winning, according to the computer. And now we just like make a bunch of moves. I mean, he's pretty much out of time. I'm just trying to make him burn his time at this point. I give him a check here. So this is a little bit of a nasty move. It seems like he's maybe going to be able to take the pawn, infiltrate in here, but I can give this check, and then his king just can't stay and protect his rook, so he can't ever take this pawn. And my king's protecting that, and that's pretty much how the game burns out. But I just thought this one was really interesting. I don't know, just some different sort of stuff happening there. A lot of tactical things. I got the win on time, which is sort of a sad way for this one to end because it was a pretty good game. But always good to get a win. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.